Good evening and salutations, my GH fans. You know, I got a question. What is Sunny still doing with Natalia? I don't understand why she's still there. This is after Natalia originally came there knowing that Sunny probably wanted no parts of her. She was like, well, Ava's the one that recorded and leaked the video to the invader. But for some odd reason, afterwards, he continues to sit there and talk to her. And I don't understand why. I'm not even going to get into all the stuff that they're talking about because it's mostly about Ava being vindictive, blah, 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 blah. But, she said some pretty horrid things about the LGBT. And a lot of that stuff, the stuff in the video, the audio, whatever, was about Christina. Now, Ava was the one that leaked the video. But you know damn well, all the stuff that Natalia said hurt Christina's feelings. And yet you're still sitting up there damn near looking like you breaking bread with the woman who feels that way about your daughter. Because your daughter, last time I checked, is part of the LGBT community. So why are we still even having this conversation? Hell, when Alexis came in there, Alexis like, I'm surprised you're still sitting with her. And he, at one point, defends her. Oh, well, this is my guess. This is your guess. What? This is one of those things where it's like, I've been sitting there. When Sonny has been doing things, I've been sitting there saying, well, you know what, listen, he's not fully on his medication. And I know this is another one of those things where it's like, maybe he's not fully on his medication. I don't even really understand how that fully works. There's moments where he's lucid and he's charming, he's real with someone, and next minute he seems like he's super paranoid and stuff. I don't even understand how they're trying to play this out, but I just don't understand how you're still with this woman that said all those horrible things about your daughter. Hell, even let's just sit there and say, for the sake of argument, that she didn't even sit there and say Christina's name. Christina is still part of the LGBT. So if she feels that way about the LGBT, then she feels that way about Christina. There's one point where Sonny is like, no, I know you've always been decent and respected, respectable, or respecting my daughter. And I'm just like, did you really just sit there and say that she's always been decent and respectable to your daughter after oh my, wow. He actually said that after listening to that audio recording. Those are the words that came out of his mouth. Jesus Christ. Okay. So while that's going on, you got Deception in crisis mode. And, they all agree that, we got to sit there and stand by Blaze. We can't sit there and, we can't fire Blaze and stuff like that. I don't know what the hell they're going to want to do with Natalia, because Natalia is still a part of her, and that's still going to reflect bad on Deception. Now, Nina comes in, and Nina tries to help with damage control on what they're going to put out. And, Max is like, just put out something along the lines of, no one is canceling love. I guess that's the most simplest thing they can really sit there and do. Unless you have a better idea, write it in the comment section. So after that goes along, Dwight comes in there, and Nina gets him to tell everyone that it's Ava that sent him the recording, at first she decides to fire him, but Max is like, no, keep him. Because keep him and make sure that he publishes stuff that you want him to publish. Otherwise, you just out him, and then he'll never really work in this town again, or something like that. He'll have a bad reputation. So while that's going on, you have Alexis came to see Ava, pretty much saying that she's going to sue her in court. Um, and that it won't look good for the custody case. Which when she leaves, Scotty comes by. Now Lucy, while they're in deception office, Lucy's like, "Hey, listen, you're not going to represent Ava, because if you do, then you're not getting you're not getting none of the goods. Let's put it this way. You're not getting no goody goods." Um, and at this point, Max is just like, can you two just take that outside the office? And at one point, I thought, after that conversation, I thought that Scotty was going down there to be like, "Hey, listen, I can't represent you." But he doesn't. He just basically gives her options, because it's like, at this point, it's really not good. Especially knowing that you are a part of outing, of outing Blaze, and stuff like that. Now, Ava tries to do it under the jest of, well, I outed a bigot. I outed a woman who's prejudiced. But let's be honest, that's not going to really fly over in court. So Scotty's like, listen, unless he unalives someone or he has a nervous breakdown, you ain't going to do good. And we all know where that's going to go. Blaze is feeling like crap. Christina tries to make her feel better. They're both canceled for really stupid reasons. And at the end of the day, Christina was right. Listen, they come out when they're ready. You know, that's the bottom line. So don't feel bad or anything like that. Even the people that don't want her to work at the center or whatever, is like, screw them. You know. And then Sasha comes by and gives them, just some advice or whatever on how to deal with this whole media storm, and because of her time working at Deception and her breakdowns and everything. And then Nina comes by, and Nina tells them that Ava was the one that leaked the recording. And of course, Alexis is there after Natalia leaves. I'm just like, again, what the hell is she actually still doing here? That's my question. Like, how do you want to sit there and be talking to the woman, you know? And again, this goes back to what I said yesterday, right? Because I've seen the comments on Instagram. I've seen the comments on Instagram they're saying that Natalia should be redeemed, and she should be fired for her feelings and stuff like that. Which, it's not so much her feelings, it's her words. That's the problem. It's her words that's the problem. You know, because I know people can sit there and look at it and be like, well, why would Sunny not want to sit there and talk to her? It's just how she feels. I mean, that's what she said before she left. The problem is, there's a fine line between you not being comfortable with somebody who's LGBT and just be like, hey, listen, I respect your lifestyle. I don't agree with it, but it's your life to live, and it is what it is. As opposed to her sitting there saying hateful, malice comments. Okay, well, it may not hateful, but very judgmental and prejudiced comments. You know, that's the part that's damaging. That's the reason why Natalia should be fired. Not because she doesn't feel comfortable or because she doesn't agree with the lifestyle. It's the words that she chose to say. That's the problem. Um, what else I was gonna sit there and say? And I think the last scene is with Jocelyn and Carly. Carly, Jocelyn overhears on the phone that Carly may be going to jail. And then Carly tells her the reasons why Jason, the FBI, and her trying to just turn herself in and trying to get ahead of this, trying to get Jason from under their thumb and everything. And, Jocelyn's like, that's a bad idea. And, she agrees with, what Jason said. If Carly goes to jail, those 2 years will be for nothing. But then Carly's like, there's no guarantee that the FBI is going to sit there and uphold their deal. You know, there's no reason why they would. It wasn't like there was some sort of written thing or whatever, an actual lawyer that could sit there. The point is, they can sit there and change their mind and decide to charge Carly anyway. But Jocelyn once again convinces her not to do it. But Carly being Carly, most likely she's gonna do whatever the hell she wants to do. Then they talk about Jocelyn and Dex, and this is where things is just like I don't really understand. Um, she's like, they're in a better place. They're they're free to sit there and choose how they wanna pursue things. I'm just like, I don't understand what the problem is. Jocelyn is making this a bigger deal than what it is. Dex isn't working for Sunny anymore. So essentially, what is the problem? What's the problem? I don't understand, like, why we got to sit there and do this slow, whatever. It's like, your whole hiccup was that he was working for Sunny. He's not working for Sunny anymore. So why are you still making this more complicated than what it is? We're free to sit there and just kind of see where we want to go. That's what you were doing anyway. Hell, actually, to tell you the truth, a lot of people sat there and said you were moving too fast, and now you're deciding, oh, let's sit there and just kind of take this more slow. Like, part of the reason why I was like, I don't even really care that much about Jocelyn and Dex, because it's like, I felt like in a lot of ways they were moving too fast. And then Jocelyn just had this whole stupid epiphany of, oh my god, he's working for Sunny. He may sit there and want to killing someone. Oh, I can't sit there and do that. I thought this guy was just washing windows and just driving Sunny around. So she breaks up with him. He joins the police department. And then she's like, okay, cool. I guess we could sit there and start trying again. What do you mean? What's the hiccup? So I'm just like, this is just dumb. This is just dumb. There's no other way to sit there and put it. Anyway, I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't think of anything else. Oh, yeah, 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 that's it. I can't think of anything else. But if I missed anything, write it down in the comment section, or better yet, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll talk pretty much about all those soaps, including Days of Our Lives. Um, or if you didn't see it, General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and Restless. With that being said, I'm going to go. I'll see you in the next video.